What I found inside that house, no camera has ever shown you. No one has ever seen this animal before. Not scientists. Not explorers. Nobody. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why some things were never meant to be found. This is the true story of the day I got lost in the mountains, and walked into a house that changed everything I believed about this world. It started as a simple hike. I just wanted a few days away from the city, quiet, fresh air, nothing else. But somewhere past the third ridge, the trail disappeared. Fog rolled in fast, thicker than anything I had ever seen. Quick fact, mountain fog can drop visibility to under 10 feet in less than 5 minutes. That's exactly what happened to me. 1 second I could see the path. The next, I couldn't even see my own hands. I kept walking. Cold. Tired. Scared, honestly. And then, through the mist, I saw it. A house. Cold. Wooden. Half buried into the mountainside, like it had been standing there for 100 years, just waiting for someone like me. I told myself I'd just wait out the fog. Just a few minutes. That's all. The door opened almost on its own. Dust covered everything inside. Furniture frozen in time, like the house had been sealed shut for decades. It felt empty. But it didn't feel empty at the same time, if that makes sense. Here's something interesting, buildings at high altitude decay much slower than buildings near sea level. The cold, dry mountain air acts almost like a natural preservative. That's exactly why everything inside still looked untouched, like time itself had stopped in that place. Then I heard something. Deep in the house. Not footsteps. Not wind. Something alive. I followed the sound down a narrow hallway, my heart pounding harder with every step. And that's when I saw it. An animal. But not like anything I had ever seen in my life. Its eyes glowed faintly in the dark. Its skin shimmered, almost shifting color on its own. It moved low and silent, like it was studying me the same way I was studying it. Here's a fact that will blow your mind. Scientists believe over 80% of the species on Earth haven't even been discovered yet, especially in remote places like deep mountains, deep oceans, and thick forests. Standing there, that fact stopped being just a number. It was standing right in front of me, breathing. Neither of us moved. For a moment, the entire world went silent, like it was waiting to see what would happen next. Then it disappeared into the shadows. Shaking, I kept walking, telling myself I just needed to find a way out. That's when I found a hidden door behind an old bookshelf, slightly open. Behind it was a room that made my breath stop. Gold. Old coins. Jewelry that looked centuries old. Boxes filled with things I couldn't even name. Fact. Throughout history, remote mountain homes were often used to hide wealth during wars, simply because they were the hardest places for anyone to reach. Standing in that room, it finally made sense why a house this isolated would be hiding something this valuable. I kept exploring, room after room. Old maps. Strange tools. Journals written in handwriting I could barely read. Every corner held something rarer than the last. But the deeper I went, the more I felt like I wasn't just finding treasure. I was finding the reason this house existed in the first place. In the very last room, I found a journal that wasn't as old as everything else. The handwriting was clear. Someone had lived here, not long ago. Someone had found the same creature I did. And instead of running away, They stayed. They protected it. They protected this entire place. That's when it hit me. This wasn't just an abandoned house. It was a hidden sanctuary, built by someone who wanted to keep that creature, and everything inside these walls, safe from the outside world. The gold wasn't the point. The creature wasn't the point. The real point was this: some things in this world are meant to stay hidden. Not because they're dangerous, but because the moment we find them, we usually ruin them. I left that house right before nightfall. The path back was suddenly clear, almost like the mountain wanted me gone now that I understood. I still think about that place. Not the gold. Not even the creature. I think about how much of this world is still hidden from us, not because it isn't real, but because maybe we haven't earned the right to see it yet. So here's the lesson I walked away with: not everything unknown deserves to be found. Sometimes the bravest thing we can do isn't to keep searching. It's to walk away, and let the mystery stay a mystery. Because somewhere out there, right now, something is still watching us, from the shadows we've never bothered to look into.